Hey friends, it's Christine. I am venturing out of Connecticut today. No waterfalls to chase, but I'm gonna go catch some witchy woo-woo vibes in Salem, Massachusetts. Come join me. All right, so we're gonna stop at the visitor center, which is right behind me, just to get the lay of the land. It's been probably 25 years since I've been here, so I don't remember much of it. So let's see what we can find. All right, so I just stopped at the visitor center, got myself a map of Salem. Very important to know where the bathrooms are. There are not a lot of public bathrooms in Salem. There's a lot of porta potties around and most of them are pretty gross. So just right outside of the visitor center is a nice clean bathroom, so stop and pee while you can. All right, so we're on Derby Street and we are following the Yellow Line Trail, which is the Salem Heritage Trail, on our way to the House of Seven Gables. This house was built in 1668, and it was the home of Captain John Turner, which stayed in his family for about 3 generations. It's more famous for Nathaniel Hawthorne's novel, The House of the Seven Gables. They do have tours going on inside. I don't know if I'll get in, and they don't allow video in there from what I understand anyway. So we'll take a walk, take a look, and see if there's anything interesting on the way. All right, so I decided against the tour. The tour is about $25 a person, but for $12 you can get a grounds and garden pass. So that's what I did. So let's walk around and see what's here. So these next few photos are from inside Nathaniel Hawthorne's house. Some of the items are replicas, but some are original to the house. And this is part of the garden and grounds tour if you decide to take a walk through the grounds. It's actually really cool. Just a quick shot of the water and the wharf. This is Maritime Center also. And gonna go head over to the house itself. All right, so here we are. Looks like there's a wedding being set up over there. Huge. Can't even get the whole thing in the video. But wow, how cool is this? See if I can get around to the other side. Wow, making my way around. The gardens themselves are so pretty. All right, so that was really cool to walk around. Maybe next time I'm here, I'll take the tour inside, but I'm pressed for time because like I said, I didn't plan to come here, so I got here a little after 12. So we're gonna follow the Yellow Heritage Trail back towards Essex Street, which is where all the action is, and I'm sure it's much more crowded. All right, here we are approaching the Hawthorne Hotel, built in 1925, and supposedly very, very haunted, especially the 3rd floor. I don't know if we can go inside and take a look, but we're gonna give it a try. So here we are going in the entrance. Wow, very packed, but very cool looking, very 1920s Great Gatsby vibe. I don't know if we can go up the stairs, but I'm gonna. Wow, how cool. Very elegant. All right, so here we are on Essex Street, which is kind of the heart of the Salem experience. As you can see, the road is closed off to traffic, so you can walk pretty much the whole area without worrying about getting run over. Incredibly crowded down here. From what I read, Salem's normal population is about 45,000 people, but you know, in the Halloween season, especially in October, over 1 million people visit. So really cool place. I'm gonna walk around, pop in, see what's interesting. So what's really cool down here is there's a lot of people dressed in costumes that you can take photos with. I saw Pumpkinhead, Pennywise, Frankenstein's up here. So if you are going to come down here and if you want your photos taken with some of these characters, make sure you bring some singles with you because it is customary to tip. It's kind of like downtown Times Square, but way cleaner and way nicer. Less scary, believe it or not. All right, so here we are further up on Essex Street. These are some of the more better known sites in Salem. There's the Gulu Gulu Cafe, it's supposed to be really good. I haven't eaten all day, so I might stop in there. And then we have Velvet in Vain and the Hex Shop. So I'm gonna take a peek and see what's inside. So a lot of these stores carry the same stuff on witchcraft, tarot cards, journals, and grimoires. Really capitalizing on the whole Salem witch thing. And here we are at 310 Essex Street at the Jonathan Corwin House, also known as the Witch House. This is the home of Judge Jonathan Corwin, who is one of the judges responsible for sentencing people to death due to the hysteria of witchcraft. This is one of the only structures still standing in Salem that has direct ties to the Salem witch trials. The house does have tours, but you usually have to book them in advance. All right, it's a little busy here, so I don't know if you can hear me, but we are at the memorial for the Salem witch trials, and I'll take you around, but it's a park that consists of benches that represent or commemorate each one of the 20 individuals who were executed in the name of mass hysteria and witchcraft. So each bench has their name, the year they died, and their cause of death. So I'll take you around and show a few. So here's the stone for Giles Corey, who was the only one who wasn't executed by hanging. He was pressed to death with heavy stones. And here are the benches for Rebecca Nurse and Sarah Good, who are among the first two to be accused of witchcraft. And of course, I had to stop for a photo with the statue of Elizabeth Montgomery, who played Samantha Stevens in the 70s show Bewitched. And a few more shops worth mentioning. Black Cat Curiosity Shop at 234 Essex Street has locally crafted artisanal trinkets. They also have some artifacts from history and Hollywood on display. You can get a psychic reading at Omen at 184 Essex Street. They also have a large selection of books on the occult and divination, and you can attend a seance. You can get some really fun t-shirts at this family-owned business located at 196 Essex Street, featuring hand-screen printed t-shirts. And no visit to Salem is complete without a stop at Ye Old Pepper Company, America's oldest continuously running candy shop, established in 1806. It's located at 122 Derby Street, and it's known for its famous Gibraltar candies. In fact, they actually have 200-year-old candies on display. I wouldn't recommend trying them. All right, so here we are at my last stop in Salem, and we are at Proctor's Ledge, which is a memorial to the 19 individuals that were executed by hanging during the Salem witch trials. So there were 20 people that were executed in total, but Giles Corey was actually pressed to death by stones. So I'll show you in a minute, but there's a stone here commemorating each person that was hanged, allegedly in this spot. You know, it's amazing what mass hysteria can do to people and how it can cause us to turn on each other. And this happened in the 1600s, but we've seen examples of it throughout history. Those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it, right? So if nothing else, it's a lesson to be nice to each other, to accept people, stop focusing on our differences, and look at how we're all the same. Because when we start to pit our beliefs against each other, it ends up in situations like this. Anyway, thanks for joining me today on this amazing trip to Salem. I now have about a 3-hour drive home, and I'll catch you at the next one. Bye. So there's a stone here commemorating each of the 19 individuals that were hanged for crimes of witchcraft. Unbelievable. And it's sad that these things still happen in our history today.